crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look and find your way, man. Your way, man. Yeah, take a look around you, look and find your way, man. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, on it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. New sound, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of means to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think with your head, stop looking at trends. You wearing your eyes like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone, the fame is on, and they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real gang, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines, we find out. End game getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Yeah, talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change your way. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
He's heating up!
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Come up. Hey, let's be with that drama. Hey, saw that fatty mama. Hey, told her I don't wanna. Hey, come up. Hey, let's be with that drama. Hey, saw that fatty mama. Hey, told her I don't wanna. Hey.
Went out, caught me a red fly. Too many people on a bandwagon. Done been through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said big stacks, mo change, big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts, no gains. Big stats, mo fame. We backs done said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going and running that big check. My name, sign that, mo rain. Come back home and just
Come up. Hey, let's be with that drama. Hey, saw that fatty mama. Hey, told her I don't wanna. Hey, come up. Hey, let's be with that drama. Hey, saw that fatty mama. Hey, told her I don't wanna. Hey.
Boom shakalaka!
She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Trying to stay private, but I got them
You'll be back on your knees in no time.
Get all choosy, bust out the bubble, and then with the newbie, FTLOG on the top with the blue G's. Y'all got the diamonds, and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies. She call me Captain, but I got no cap. I make this money, it comes out on tap. Trying to stay humble, but I get real moody. Try not to stumble, but she a real cutie. Bust out the bubble, and then with the newbie, FTLOG on the top with the blue G's. Y'all got the diamonds, and I got the rubies. I got the rubies, I got the rubies.
What's going on, Beaches? Welcome to the Daily Swole podcast. It's Monday, May the 11th. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you are checking out the live stream pages, the Daily Swole, and of course on Rumble and YouTube. And if you are ready to join the fam today, head on over to summerswole.com. Specials are live, and for a limited time, you can jump into the fam with a Summer Swole offer. No time like the present to make those sick fucking gains and crush your 7 pillars. Join the fam today. summerswole.com. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Oh, this looks nice. What is it, huh?
Open it up.
Shit. Oh, man.
What are you doing here? Go to the fucking gym.
Jobs! Jobs!
Swole North.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busters, Hustlers, and Yo-Hos? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to 3658. Come one, come all. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe, live on Rumble and YouTube, at the Daily Swole on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to stretch your ear holes with the knowledge cock. Speaking of knowledge cock, how about merch cock? I mean, I guess merch cock in terms of a review. Cerny, a little throwback here, but 5-star review on the main gains. Thank you so much. Makes my hair look so smooth and shiny. And again, the smell, indeed, the smell main gains is absolutely fantastic. I use it on my hair and my beard every day. Don't go a day without it. Check it all out. papaswolio.com. Get your main gains today. It's absolutely lit. Absolutely lit. Today I am rocking the brand new, it's from a week or two ago, the tie-dye Fuck Your Feelings. Absolutely awesome. Some of you probably have the entire Fuck Your Feelings collection, but if you don't, make sure you go and add to your collection, add to your tie-dye collection, or add to your Fuck Your Feelings collection. We have a few different Fuck Your Feelings designs, so go and check out the entire Fuck Your Feelings collection. We do have new releases today, which we'll get into in just a little bit. We got Swole Fan Post, which means it's time for
just an inch. It's cold outside.
All right, we got
What's in the box?
we got a post from a new member, Christian, not the smiling Christian. Maybe this Christian smiles, but not our female Christian. Hello, everyone. My name is Christian. I'm 29 years old from the Netherlands, and I just joined as a member. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For years, I've been struggling with my body. I have been always fat, and since I was 23, I started to go to the gym, but I couldn't get the fat off. I relapsed multiple times in my old habits. The reason that I joined is to better myself. At the time, by writing this post, I did the Swolga Foundation from the 90-Day Dash program, and it kicked my ass. It was the first time I did yoga and I was sweating and heavy breathing a lot, but it was good. I intend to complete the 90-day dash and do the elimination diet. If someone has some tips or advice for me, I'd gladly take it. But I do have a question. Should I lift weights while doing the 90-day dash program? Or should I stick to the program only? The idea of not lifting weights is strange to me, so please let me know. I think it's just because you just started the program. I don't know if you looked through it, but you lift weights in the 90-day dash. So I don't know what the impression is or what you looked through. I'm glad that you started and you jumped into it. And the 90-day dash is a great foundational program. And as you go through the program, it translates more into hypertrophy. So it'll be more of what you're familiar with in the near future. And then, of course, you can either repeat or you can move on to one of our other amazing programs. So you definitely lift weights in the 90-day dash. If anyone else wants to drop their thoughts in the comments below, but I can answer specific questions for Christian when they come up, of course, and everyone else can jump into this post. I know a few of you did already in the community in the app. So if you haven't yet, you can head on over and give your thoughts to Christian. So yeah, I mean, if you're doing the program, anytime you're doing a program, unless it's some sort of accessory program that you're running, it really does, I don't want to say it violates, but it does kind of undermine the purpose of the program. So if you're doing the 90-day dash plus like some other strength training program, plus, you're just doing way too much. So any type of training, and we talk about this a lot, you want to specify what type of training you're doing. That way you can make those adaptations. So if you're doing a bunch of different things, you're not going to recover enough and you're not going to get benefits from any of them. All right. I might have to mute once in a while because Mama Swolio, she was out of town like a week and a half ago, and she came back with like the plague. And I've been fine, but yesterday I was kind of banged up. I mean, banged up based on, we got a lot of sun and took care of it. But if I have to mute and just a little mucus in my throat, little gains got stuck. So I'm trying to get that up. So if I have to mute once in a while, I'm going to try not to cough into the microphone or something like that. All right. So let's see here. Yep, went through it. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's going to do the 90-day dash and P90X at the same time. Oh, I hope not. That doesn't make sense. Is that just a joke? All right. So in terms of the program only, I mean, that's the program. If you're doing the program, you're doing the program. But remember, the best part about the 90-day dash is what you're going to do is you're getting involved with mobility. You're getting more exposed to Swole and yoga. And then as you translate into other programs, it keeps a similar pattern. You do maximum Swole or Swole season, and you're going to be doing yoga. You're going to be doing Swolga, and it just becomes more and more of something that you can customize. So and everyone knows that's a member, but Christian, because you're new, as you get into and really explore the app and go through the programming, understand the 7 pillars and really start applying it and narrowing it down and honing your 7 pillars, you'll realize that's why it opens more and more up to customization. As you learn what you need individually, you can apply exactly what you need and customize. We have the Swollen 7s are great. Like there's a lot of stuff there. So don't get so wrapped up in, it's the 90-day dash. I'm so restricted. I'm never going to lift weights again. It's not like that. It actually opens you up to everything else we're doing and fills in a lot of those cracks in the foundation as you're experiencing from the lack of mobility that you haven't done this before. So it's, wow, holy shit. Yeah. A lot of it's going to be like, wow, holy shit, this is different. And of course, the beginning of the program is not about getting jacked. So and it's not that long, it's 90 days. So after the first, month and a half, you move more into Ignite, you move into the Swole phase. So after the first 6 weeks or so, you're getting into Swole mode. So have no fear. The gains are coming. Just got to fix it a few of those things in the foundation that you might be missing. And that's why it's such a great program. All right. Let's see. All right. We got this one from
What's in the box?
Heather, and we got a bunch of good Swole fan posts today. And I did respond to this one, so I want to hear your guys' thoughts also. Heather says, well, today was an eye-opener. I'm now starting my 4th week of the elimination diet, and I caved and I had a cup of black coffee since I had a rough night sleeping. I learned today that coffee is a no-go for me, sadly. What?
Come on, man.
I switched to organic, pesticide-free coffee and using a glass French press for about 2 years ago, thinking it was better for me. And now I know that coffee in general is not nice to my body. Aching knees, headache, feeling swollen and puffy and borderline lethargic all day. Oh, goodness gracious. So a couple thoughts here. I don't know what kind of coffee you drink or where Heather's located, but just because if it's organic, pesticide free, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have mold. It doesn't mean that it's fresh coffee. Are you grinding your beans fresh? A lot of these things make a big difference. Make sure you're getting single origin. That way you're not getting a mix of random different things. So I don't know what this coffee is, or freshness matters a lot. All these different things. Okay, so that. I don't use a French press. I used to. I haven't for a couple years. And I use a Chemex. Was that pink? I thought that was a voice outside my door. It was Pinkston. Oh, it was Pinkston. It was Pinkston yawning. She was, thought I heard something in my microphone. So I use a Chemex, and one of the benefits of using a Chemex with their filters is that it filters out diterpenes, two in particular. I forget the names of them. I could look it up, but that can cause histamine reactions, and that can cause things like achy joints and so on and so forth. So I wouldn't necessarily, you might have to test this. I know you might be hesitant to do it, but it could be the quality of the coffee. It's probably not the water. I'm hopefully using filtered water and all that stuff, but if you're using water for other things, you would probably notice that also. It could be the caffeine. It could be, just the coffee period, but it could also be the preparation method. And also, you're more sensitive to these things. So I would, if you really like, oh, I miss my coffee, I want to try it, there is still hope. So I would maybe, if you can, if you're watching Heather or anyone else that's commenting, maybe you can jump on that post in the community, and then Heather can give us some more insights. So it's a much different feel. So the Chemex is a pour over, and it has these like bonded filters that really makes the coffee. It's a real nice, clean flavor. And one of the things with the French press is you get a lot more, you get all the oils, you get all the sediment, and it's very, very rich. And there's nothing wrong with it if you like rich and dark coffee, but it's very heavy, and that can cause some issues in some people. So the preparation method, the quality of the beans, the freshness, all this stuff matters. And in terms of that kind of whole body ache, that's very systemic. It sounds like some sort of a histamine reaction. So that could be a possibility. And maybe you don't have to give up coffee, or maybe it's just not something that's right for you, or maybe a different roast. I mean, everyone's different. So maybe there's something else in there too. So you're on the right track. You using a glass French press, definitely don't use plastic or anything like that. And you're looking for quality coffee. I get it. So that's what I do. That's what I do. So I grind fresh, and I order it. When I order it on a certain day. I don't like the subscriptions for the coffee, because I like a local roaster because it's just fresh. And if I order it on like a Sunday or a Monday, it was roasted like a day or two before. But I never liked the subscriptions because I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's a different amount. Maybe Mama Swolio's not having any coffee, or maybe I'm not having as much. And sometimes it builds up, and I don't want 2 bags of coffee coming every week, or 1 and they don't have enough. And if it's 2, it's too much. So I usually just order 1 or 2, and then I put one of them in the freezer, in the deep freezer, which is great to keep it fresh. And, it matters. It does matter. So, Cerny says, I like coffee, but if I didn't have it, I don't think I'd die. You don't think you die? Yeah. Well, if you're getting good sleep and most of those things, you don't necessarily need that kind of a boost, but I definitely like coffee. I don't drink as much as I used to. I used to drink a ton of coffee. Like I used to drink a lot of coffee, but anyway, I prefer the Chemex. It just tastes better, and it's smoother. And you might also find that it has benefits outside of just the taste. So give that a look-see. All right, we got this one from Joanne. Joanne says, swapping lifting for mobility exercises. For the foreseeable future, I have bad shoulder pain in the mornings, tingling and numbness in my hands and arms when I wake up. A lot has changed in the last month or so. I started regularly lifting heavy again with a lot of recovery in between my push-pull leg split. Yin yoga, walking, and pelvic stability exercises on recovery days. Then this shoulder issue started. Last week, I switched to barefoot shoes, and there is an amount of pain associated with this at the end of each day. Well, I have the answer for that. This is understandable. Yep, it is. I'm a large person, 5'8" and 190 pounds. So I think I'll be doing an upper lower mobility split with yoga days in between for a while and see if that brings some improvement. Any other advice from the fam is appreciated. Are you doing dead hangs? I do dead hangs throughout the day. You don't have to do a dead hang for 5 minutes. You could do 30 seconds to a minute as often as you can. So one of the things that I recommend when you can, I mean, some of you have a pull-up bar in your house or outside. We have pull-up bars. We have a few pull-up bars. So I'm hanging on things all the time. We have rings hanging from the mango tree. Got a squat rack outside. When you walk in, there's a squat rack and there's also a bar above so we have like 4 or 5. Actually, and then we have in the living room, we have the wall ladder, the stall bars. So we have like 5 places where you can hang from. And I'm just like, I'll walk over there and just hang for like 30 seconds or a minute. Helps a lot. It's really great for your shoulder. So I would recommend dead hangs in general for everyone. When it comes to barefoot shoes, if you're not normally barefoot, and maybe you're barefoot at home, but if you're walking around on pavement or in this, you're not supposed to wear barefoot shoes. If you're not used to being barefoot like all the time, you're not supposed to wear them for more than like an hour, like very lightly, maybe half an hour. So I had this back in like 2008 or 9 when it was like very, very fringe. No one knew what Vibrams were and barefoot shoes. This is before the craze and everyone just started having their own individual brands for every last thing. There's like 1,000 barefoot brands now. So this was like, oh, you're wearing toe shoes, like the original. So I was wearing the Vibram Classics, and I was wearing them because I was teaching at a school, and it was like tile floors. So of course you're supposed to wear them for a little bit and then, take them off. And I just wore them for like 15 hours a day, and my feet were aching. And I ended up, because I was sprinting after a workout one time, and then I started having like foot pain. I had like a stress fracture on the top of my foot just because I went from 0 to like barefoot all the time. I got to go in the deep end of the pool and say, fuck it, adapt. So it's not a smart move, but I had that experience. So that's normal. That's normal. You're not supposed to do that for a long period of time. That's why. So if you switch to barefoot shoes all day long, that's why it's aching. And yeah, when you say lifting heavy, remember lifting heavy it depends. If you're doing a lot of heavy weight, low reps, mix it up. Have a heavy day and have a light day. And remember, a light day doesn't mean that you're not training hard. It's just a different feeling. You guys know if you're doing reps of about 12 to 15 or 10 to 15 to failure, it's a different approach than if you're doing 4 to 8 or 5 to 8. It's a whole different kind of a set if you're doing sets of over 10 reps versus under 10. It's a whole different experience. So that can be a different, it could be a different mix on your body, on your joints. And that's one thing that doesn't get talked about enough, because when you start going really heavy and you guys know, if you're a power lifter or you've done heavy strength training or competitions, a lot of people get hurt. The joints just kind of, just because strength, your muscles, if you're really optimizing for strength and your muscle growth, a lot of times those tendons and ligaments, they'll lag. So you might be building more strength faster in the muscle tissue, and you're not giving yourself enough time, and you're increasing the weight too often, the stress is too high, and the connective tissue hasn't adapted. So you start getting like tendonitis and issues or pain and nagging, and then you have to go ease up on the weight. So it doesn't mean that you could do this in subsequent sets. You can do, or different workouts. You can do an upper body that's heavy and then a lower body that's quote unquote lighter, meaning higher repetitions. And then you can do an upper body workout that's lighter repetitions and then a lower body that's heavier. So you can alternate them within a week, or do a week where you're going heavier too. It's not a deload. It's just a different shift of the stress and the stimulus, and you're going a little bit higher in the repetitions. Just keep in mind your recovery and your tracking reps and everything in the same manner. So you might feel a little bit of a joint relief, and you might prefer it. You might prefer it just because, and we discuss this a lot, just because, hey, if you go heavier, you lift heavier and you go less reps, but you're pushing closer with a proximity to failure, just because, hey, you don't need to do more than that. It's more fatigue. You don't need more than 8 reps. Like over 8 reps is cardio. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's funny. It's not really cardio. Like anyone who has 3 brain cells to rub together gets the joke. It's like, lift fucking heavy. But you might not like lifting under 8 reps, or maybe, and I say this a lot, maybe for certain exercises, you like to do 6 or 7 reps. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe on preacher curls, you like to do about 10 to 12 repetitions and you try to keep it around that ballpark. Maybe on hack squat, you don't like doing 4 rep sets and loading it up and feeling like your legs are going to explode. Maybe you do. I just know personally that whenever I have gone overall super heavy all the time, some things just start to wear down after a while. And that's probably just, it's life. And it's really hard to fine tune even the best of the best of the best in terms of programming and training. You're going to have things where you have to pull back. And it's not a deload. It's just you're going to have to adjust your programming, or you're going to find a little fatigue, or you might unfortunately get injured because if you're pushing yourself at a high level regularly, sometimes things go off the rail or something nags or something, I didn't realize that maybe I was going too hard for too long, or you see a plateau and okay, I'm trying to break through and I feel either mentally fatigued or physiologically fatigued, or I feel elbow pain or something. So you switch a different exercise out, or if you go too heavy on this one exercise, your elbow bothers you. So if you do higher repetitions, it just feels better. It's okay. That's good information. It doesn't have to be whatever you see online. It doesn't have to be literally what you see me doing. Maybe you like a few more repetitions. It doesn't mean you're going to build less muscle. It's just your preference. So just keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with like shifting the rep scheme. And I think it's psychologically stimulating, but I think it's also good for your connective tissue. And I think it's great for your muscles. So you could do this over the course of a couple of weeks and then shift to like higher repetitions, or you can just kind of alternate how you adjust this doesn't mean like, hey, this workout, I'm doing 5 reps and then I'm doing 25. It just might mean, okay, I'm doing 6 to 10. And then the other workout, I'm doing 10 to 15. That's still lower reps and higher reps. So there you go. So good stuff. You're adjusting. All right, from yesterday, obviously, happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Aww. Happy government Hallmark funded holiday. Don't forget to buy your flowers and cards, and don't forget to buy stuff. You know what this is all about. Mother's Day and Father's Day. There's no holidays. There's no holidays around the spring. So they got to find some way to generate consumerism. That's how I look at it. And yeah, I did a post yesterday. Of course, you should always love your mamas and respect. It's always Mother's Day. If you have a child, it's always Mother's Day. You don't have a fucking day off. Father's Day, you're always a father. It is. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's a Hallmark holiday. Don't forget to go buy something because sales are slow in spring. It's hard when you can just see things for what it is, but it's nice. It's nice to pat yourself on the back, get yourself a nice steak. And I said, hey, it's Mother's Day, but go to the fucking gym. It's like, oh, it's my day. I get to go to the fucking gym, make those gains. Anyway, shout out to all the swole moms out there. It's great. Aww. It's great. We're all here because of vaginas. Just the facts. We're all here because of vaginas. Everyone came out of a vagina. Everyone did. I guess someday people are going to be like, I didn't. It reminds me of Life of Brian. I came out of a vagina. You came out of a vagina. And some guy in the back's like, oh, I didn't. And it came out of a fucking laboratory. It's going to be like The Matrix, or what was the movie? Just like pods. People are just, or it's Brave New World. The Huxleyan future. All right, here we go. Let's see. Ryan. Good morning, Swole fam. Good afternoon. Top of the day to ya, Ryan. First off, I'd like to thank everyone, including Papa Swolio, for discussing my post about the ground beef intolerance on the podcast. TV. I'm dying. No, I'm not. Ground beef intolerance. This was last week. Now, has anyone tried the Main Gains hair treatment? Ooh, it's a hair treatment? It's a hair and beard oil. The scalp seed is the nourishing oil treatment. We have more than one product. All right, let's get into it. Now, has anyone tried the Main Gains hair treatment? Kind of convenient because we just talked about Cerny's 5-star review. Cerny has something to say about that. Chapstick. I am just turning 29 in June, and while I have thick, full, wavy hair, luscious, my hairline is receding, and it is heartbreaking. I have heard good and bad things about minoxidil and other treatments. For the time being, I'm able to hide it a little bit. Since it is thick and wavy, I kind of fluff it on the sides to fill it in. What does the fam say? What say you? What say you? Says Aragorn. What say you? Aaron says, just shave your head. It's very liberating. You could go Mr. Clean. I thought about that. I'm always curious. I was like, hey, what if I just go Mr. Clean? You know, it's like, I don't know if I have I don't know. I guess I could pull it. I don't know if I could pull. I don't know. I don't know what my skull looks like. I don't know what my dome looks like. Nutrition for sure. Sun, vitamin D, all those things. What I would recommend, for your hairline, this is really what I use. And I use this in my beard too. I use this on the root. So there's two different things. So in terms of the main gains is great. Don't forget your hair is dead, quote unquote, right? Your hair and the keratin, the proteins, what comes out of your head, that came from inside. So after it's out of your head, it's topical. So obviously, moisture, a couple things. I don't know what you're using, Ryan, but most of the products that people, I shouldn't say most of the products that you're going to find, the shampoo, they just strip the oils and they destroy your scalp and they destroy your hair. And I don't know if it's, it's big hair, big food, big pharma. I just think it's kind of a vicious cycle, hey, this is going to clean your hair. Oh, but it strips it and makes it dry and brittle. Well, here's a product to fix it. They cause the problem. And then here's to fix it. Oh, you eat garbage food? Okay, well, here's a pill to solve the garbage food. Here's some Ozempic. You can keep on eating your cake. And these products destroy your hair. Well, here's one too. Here's minoxidil. So you can take this and I don't know anything about, I don't know anything about minoxidil. So I'm not going to even speak on that kind of stuff. I know there's a lot of things that people inject and I don't know if it's just the internet and you see everything from everyone everywhere, but there's so much about hair treatments and people going overseas for hair transplants and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, fuck, man, what if people just started eating healthier, getting sun? And I mean, your body heals itself. And yeah, there's some genetics involved with that also. But anyway, main gains is for the mids and the ends. So what I do with both of these is I'll take the scalp seeds for the scalp. So, you part it over, you put the drops in, you can massage it in. You can keep it in there overnight. You can rake it in with a comb. You just follow the instructions. And then main gains, I'll put on the outside. So, I'll take the scalp seed and I'll just, put the dropper in here and I just massage it into my face. Cause it's just, I don't need my beard to grow more, but it just is nice and moisturizing for the beard. So I use scalp seed on the scalp and for my face. And then I'll take the main gains and then mids and the ends, prayer hands down, brush it through, and then on the outside. So then you have the follicles are taken care of and the hair itself is moisturized, because if it's not moisturized, it's going to split, it's going to fray, and it's going to kind of like a reed or, a branch. It just split all the way down and then it just loses all the color, all the density. It just, looks gnarly. So there you have it. So in terms of the roots, it's not magic. The scalp seed isn't magic. It's not like if you have all these other things going against you and you keep on using these other products, it's not like scalp seed is going to fight it all. It's kind of like you can't out-train a bad diet. So I'm not saying that the scalp seed is going to, oh my God, all of a sudden, woof, and you have just a fucking chia pet. But it's something that's going to actually nurture the scalp and nurture the follicles so you can have healthy hair. But it also starts from the gut, starts from the nutrition, sunlight, everything. And, even things like wearing sunglasses outside, not getting quality sun on your eyes. I'm not sure where Ryan lives. There's a lot of different aspects to that, but I think you would, in terms of growth, I would recommend the scalp seed. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's get into some more stuff. Let's see. We got any other questions or comments? We can keep on keeping on. We got Rate My Meal. We got a DJ. We got an air horn. Where's it?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Remember, if you vote for Trump, you're not black. Remember that. Remember that. You're only black if you vote Democrat. Don't forget it. That's how these fucking racists think. Okay. Rate My Meal is completely contextual to rating people's nutrition choices. All right, Rate My Meal.
What's in the box?
All right, here we go. Brent Powell in the house. We got some meal prep going on. We'll just forget those random mixed vegetables that kind of give me heartburn just looking at them. But we got chicken, we got steak. It looks like sweet potatoes. I'll give it a pass. I'll give you America too for that. I'm giving a lot of passes now. Whenever I see steak, I'm like, okay, fine. At least some fucking steak. God, at least some fucking steak. All right, Darren Moore. DM, what we got here? We got some berries, steak, eggs, and avocado. Tell me a story I don't like.
Get in my belly!
Get in my fucking belly, Darren. Darren, I can fuck with this, Darren. We can hang. I'll eat at Darren's house. David Young, provolone grilled cheese. I'm not going to eat at David's house. If it's sourdough and quality cheese, yeah, all right. But it's still, you're not getting like, you could put some meat on there. You can put some steak. You can put some, you could put some protein on there too. So, I mean, actually it looks like a good toast. It looks like a good thin, it looks like it's tasty. I would just, for my gut and stuff, I would prefer it to be sourdough if that's the case. And, put some bacon on there. Get some meat. All right. Well, keep an eye on David. Keep an eye on David. We'll keep an eye on him. Get one. David. Cheddar Swiss, turkey and egg on a toasted pretzel bun, seasoned. Well, I spoke too soon.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you
Spoke
have.
too soon. How is that getting consumed? On a What's with people? Everyone loves these fucking buns. Everyone wants a bun. You're going to tell me that you can chew that. I'll wait. I want to see you take a bite of that. I want to see you actually eat that like a sandwich. I want to see that actually go into your mouth. I want to see you actually get any egg on that first bite. I want to see it. I want to see you eat that fucking pretzel. Can't just not have a pretzel for 1 fucking second. I like my pretzels. Well, you shouldn't be eating that kind of crap. You get sourdough. You can get better quality, I suppose. I want a sandwich. Can't you just have some fucking pretzels after you eat like a real sandwich? All right. Shout out to your gut. Cheddar, Swiss, turkey, and egg. All right. We got some protein. I'll pass on the bun, but the rest of it sounds all right. You guys and like the buns that are like 3 feet high. It needs to be pretzel. Okay. It's like, I want Oreos on the side. It's like those meals where you see the donuts with the burger. There's 4 burgers and then it's Krispy Kremes on the side. It's like, you trying to do a diet, not that post really, but like a diabetes speed run. I want everything in one bite. I want everything in one meal. I don't want to eat it separately. I want my dessert with my dinner. Kayla Martin, I'm scared, but here it is. I'm scared. You should be. You fucking should be. I'm scared, but here it is. Salmon, white rice, and spinach bowl. Nothing wrong with salmon and white rice. I would ditch the spinach. You ain't digesting that shit. It's going to come out like sawdust. I don't like spinach at all. Very high in oxalates if you have issues and thyroid issues or weight loss issues. Second guess all the veggies. Look into it. Eat more protein. Eat more fat. Why is it? It's congealed together. It's just stuck together. It's all right. It's like concrete. All right. You're scared. Don't be scared. I mean, I don't have to eat it. So don't be scared. You made it. Here's the thing, right? Look, I'm just saying, like, I'm scared. Why? Is it good food? I mean, I'll be honest, can you eat worse things? Sure. But I think the assumption that spinach is just an automatic notice whenever you have issues, right? Aside from glyphosate and all the sprays and shit, anytime there's issues with salmonella or E. coli, it's always tomatoes, it's spinach, it's lettuce, it's always leafy greens. I mean, spray the fuck out of these things. I just don't like the taste of it either. Yeah, I agree. Elizabeth hates spinach too. Yeah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Yeah, seaweed is different. Seaweed has nutrients and shit. Anyway, don't be scared. I mean, I guess if you're scared, if you show me a picture of steak and eggs, you don't have to be scared. So eat some steak and eggs. It looks like stuff that clogs the kitchen sink. Savage. All right. Can you eat worse things? Sure. But just something to keep in mind. Yeah. And then that's why I like to mention this kind of stuff. Let's go back to it. Is because people think that, oh, it's green, it's automatically healthy. Or it says heart healthy greens, right? Just same thing with on the side of Cheerios, heart healthy Cheerios. Okay. Cool. Would you say the Cheerios are 100% safe and effective? Yeah, don't believe. It's just marketing. It's marketing. How come the brown Cheerios are in a bright orange box? But they're Honey Nut Cheerios. Why? They're brown. Why are the Nilla wafers that are just brown? Why are they in a yellow box, right? Nutter Butter or these cookies are bright red because they're trying to psychologically mind fuck you. Think that you're looking at ripe fruit. It's a mango. You go down the supermarket, it all just looks like ripe fruit on trees. And it's all the same brown, regurgitated high fructose corn syrup and enriched flour and trash. So anyway, I would just ditch the spinach. You'll be better off. Dylan Martin, 200 grams of egg whites. If you're measuring your egg whites, I want to have a conversation with Dylan. What are you measuring egg whites? You're a man. You're a man. Are you measuring eggs? Don't measure egg whites. And 2 whole eggs. I don't even know how you come up with 200 grams of egg whites. I guess you're just buying egg whites and, all right, 200 grams, 97. Oh God, grams. Fucking grams. So that's about what, half a pound. So 8 ounces of ground beef, 8 ounces of egg whites, 2 whole eggs. I would just eat the whole eggs. Eat the eggs. Just the whole egg. Just have 4 whole eggs. You don't need the egg whites. Eggs. Eggs are great. Eat the yolk. Eat it all. Beef. I'll take it. I thought I had it. All right, Summer Swole. Hashtag Summer Swole for a chance to win today's Swole card. Oh, Bingston Churchill. Get a little ear. You guys have no idea. Maybe you do if you have a Chihuahua. Look how fucking soft that ear is. She has such a soft ear. Ooh, it's like felt. Hashtag Summer Swole for a chance to win today's Swole card. Summer Swole. And then Rufus is just off the map. Off the map. Off the map. I mean, honestly, I used to drink egg whites. I used to buy them because they're pasteurized and just drink the egg whites. But egg yolks. Andis, why the hate for spinach and other veggies? Spinach in particular, very high. I love the still slant. Very high in oxalates. You know, really not a good choice. Not a necessary choice. The whole point of veggies is fiber, and you don't need all the fiber. They're trying to get you to mainline vegetables. You get it. Just eat some fruit. Eat some fruit. You get plenty of fiber. Plenty of fiber. Like the whole idea that if you don't eat tons of vegetables, like you can't go to the bathroom. Good Lord. Good Lord. No problems. No problems. Yeah, Popeye, what a grift. Yeah, Popeye eats spinach and got big. What a disaster. I forget the story with spinach. It's probably a whole Rockefeller scam again. Yeah, but spinach, it ain't getting you jacked. You don't get big forearms by eating spinach. You get it by jacking off. The more you know. The more you know. The more you know. Same thing with the whole cholesterol scam and everything else. I guess that's part of wisdom and maturing and having access to tons of information. You realize, the most of the things that you were propagandized is all bullshit, which is why it's called propaganda. You're just a cash cow. Buy this, do this. And it's like, probably the opposite. Put on this sunscreen. Why? Think of all the industries, the entire industries. Go to Walgreens in the summer. I mean, really anytime, man, like this time of year, how many of you it's summer where you are, it's getting nice out. You know, it's hot in Florida. Man, you go into any Walgreens or CVS or anywhere, it's just so much sunblock. Sunblock. Listen to the name. Listen to it. Sunblock. Why the fuck would you want to block the sun? Why would you want to block the sun? It doesn't make any sense. The fear mongering allows an entire industry. Like, how many billions of dollars are made by selling you cancerous trash? And then, oh my God, you have skin cancer. I wonder why. You're wearing sunglasses, so you're blocking the light hitting your fucking eyes. Your body doesn't know how to defend itself against the sun because it thinks it's nighttime, and you're not getting full body sun and full spectrum sun. And of course, if you are, let's say you live in Montana all year round, you get like 2 months of summer or a month of summer, whatever, right? And you come and you never get, let's just say you live, wherever you live, you don't get a lot of sun. And you come down to Miami, South Beach, you're taking a holiday. Okay. And you go to the beach at noon. You're going to get fucking destroyed. I don't care who you are, where you are. You're going to get cooked, roasted. You're going to get roasted. But I need sunblock. No, you need shirt and clothing and to not go from 0 to 100. Think about that. You're just, hey, I don't know how to swim. Well, let me drop you off in the middle of the ocean. Well, you're going to die. So if you go from never getting sun to going out at the equator at noon, yeah, you're going to get destroyed. You're supposed to gradually get sun, early morning sun. We're talking, you barely even feel that the sun is out. The sky is orange, like all those shorter wavelengths, you're getting sun. You're getting sun. I used to do this with one of my clients, and she lived on the water and she wasn't getting enough sun. I was like, just go out on your porch in the morning, have your coffee and just sit there and get some sun. And she started getting a really nice, color on her body. She felt great, started losing more weight. She felt awesome, just looked healthy. And she was a nurse practitioner. It's like, just get some more fucking sun early in the morning. Oh, but I burn. I'm like, go early, go on the porch, get that sun. Cause beautiful place. It was like on the 20th floor, like on the water. So it's like fucking gorgeous. Go out there, in the early morning. Oh, it's great. Fantastic. So anyway, but yeah, it's like building a base. It's like, okay. But a lot of people can't build a base. They go on vacation, but I'm just saying, like, that's when you get burned. But if you need to use sun, and it's not blocking the sun, if you need to do something to moisturize and condition the skin, you can get natural, with like zinc, and you can get ones without all the chemicals and the benzenes and, cyclohexanes and shit like that, and the sprays and oh my God. I wonder I guess we can't really quantify it, but can you imagine? Isn't that, yeah, that's right. Certain places, is it Thailand? I forget, but there's certain places where not that you can't go in the water, but you can't use sunblock, right? Because it destroys the coral reefs and stuff like that. Just think about it. All the people going to the beaches all the time wearing that shit, and they go, and okay, forget the sunblock. Let's say sunblock is a good idea. You have people going to the beach, they're already sweating and they're lathering sunblock on. Like, yo, that's not absorbing into your skin. Okay. First off, you don't want that on your skin or absorbing, period. But if you're already sweating and you're at the beach already, what are you doing? You're sweating. It's like getting out of the sauna and putting moisturizer on. It's just going to be like thick and it's not getting it. It's not going anywhere. So anyway, imagine all that in the water. And it's just, ugh. I guess it's diluted, but still just all the fucking garbage that people wear that gets into the water, gets into the environment. It's trash. It's gross. Just gross. Alex says, I'm going to the beach in a few weeks, so I'm trying to prep so I don't get roasted. Mainly the right clothing, proper moisturizing, getting a base. Think about this. If you see people that, you watch things online of people doing fishing and fishing videos. And yeah, sometimes, they're take off their clothes, you see the woman in a thong fishing. It's like, oh, okay. But notice anyone who's like who has like the captains and everyone that's on the boats. What do people on the boats all the time wear? Big hat, or a hat that doesn't blow off, right? They're wearing a hat with a brim. They're wearing long sleeves and maybe shorts, or they're wearing like, some kind of like loose pants or something like that. They're covered up because you're going to get roasted. The sun's reflecting off the water. And that's why people get extra cooked at the beach, because the sun's also reflecting off the sand and the heat, and it's drying you out. So there's other issues, right? If you're outside your house and you're getting the sun, you're not going to have the dry, scratchy feeling, but you go and there's tons of salt in the air. It's very dehydrating to the skin. And that's another reason why you burn, because of the dehydration around with the heat. It's like you're out in an oven. The sand is just cooking like an oven. So you have to keep that in mind too. So it's much more intense at the beach. So people go there and just get destroyed and wonder, oh my God, I need sunblock. It's like, no, you need to not be an idiot. And if you're at the beach, shocker, you can wear clothes at the beach. So if you go out and you get some sun, cool, then you can put on a towel or go in the shade and go under an umbrella or put on not a hoodie, but you want to get your shit covered. Yeah. Yep. All right. We did the meals. Knowledge cock. All right, here we go, fam. Thanks for being here live on Rumble, YouTube, and of course, the Daily Swole Telegram chat. Join the fam today, summerswole.com. Download the app. We talked about scalp seed and main gains. papaswolio.com for all of this awesome stuff. All organic ingredients, all natural. It's not going to fuck up your hormones, not going to fuck up anything. Smells great. Another thing with the main gains too is like I'll rub my beard and then I just actually I'll just put it on my arms or like my chest or something like that. It just smells good. It's good for your skin. So you can really put that other places too. But it's not a lubricant. So any of the Rileys or Matts, don't. It's not. Scalp seed. I mean, if I put it on my pee-pee, will it grow too? Or, no, it won't. Unfortunately, it won't. It won't. It just won't.
Because stickers?
Nope. Sorry. Bummer. First question.
What's in the box?
Any other live questions? Drop in the comments. Zuriel Alcantara. Zuriel. That's a cool fucking name. Zuriel? That's a dope name. That's dope. What up, Z? How do you break bad habits and retain good habits? Well, you subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast. That's a good habit. I would recommend the book Atomic Habits. I mean, it's very basic. You start doing the right thing, or you start doing the thing you want to do. Just understand there's a couple of different things. So one, that book Atomic Habits is a great way of like conceptualizing. Some people's minds work like that. Oh, here's a technical approach. Oh, that's how you create a habit. It's so weird, right? We need a book to like, how do I create a good habit? But that's because people try to just start doing something else without a proper like recursive loop that can actually reinforce the habit. So understand you're not just doing something better. You're also not doing something that isn't good. So you're actually setting multiple habits. And a lot of times people think, oh, I'm just going to do one thing. I'm just going to do this thing. But in reality, it's like 7 other things that are kind of going to impede that. So you might do it for a couple times, but then all those other 7 things that weren't removed or weren't, instead of reinforced, they weren't, I guess, eliminated or de-enforced. All those other things are still, pressuring you to go back to those old ways. So you didn't really change anything. You just try to add something new. And then all those other things that are really triggers for doing the bad habit still exist. So you're undoing poor habits while you're reinforcing and positively reinforcing a good habit. So it's like you get a treat. So essentially Atomic Habits, it's a great book. And essentially it's like you treat yourself like you're a dog, you're an animal. You want positive reinforcement. Ooh, I did something good. Ooh, let me get a treat. That's essentially what it is. It doesn't mean garbage. It doesn't mean like eat cake. It means like, hey, I really love coffee in the morning. Okay, well, I want to meditate in the morning too. Cool. And I want to get sunlight. So, okay, you make it as easy as possible to get up, go outside, get some sun, meditate for 5 minutes, and then you go get to make your coffee. So it's like, oh, you reward yourself by creating based on the new habit that you executed. You reward yourself with a coffee, and you don't get that until you do the habit that you want to reinforce. That's essentially the concept. And it works. So it doesn't mean you reinforce it with a poor reward. You reinforce it with something that you like doing or you prefer to do, or you enjoy, you look forward to doing it. So you reward yourself for creating the good habit, essentially, with that thing. So that's a great book. And that little brief summary that I just gave you is, a very loose, general, concept. So it's good to understand the framework of how the mind works, and that can help you break through getting rid of those things. Yeah, all right. I'll take it.
I give it a 10. A 10.
Oh.
A fucking 10.
All right. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. All right. Tainty Man. Tainty Man's up. Twist. We gotta get Tainty Boy on Kalshi. All right, how many times is he gonna turn? 1. Is that 2? Again. What do dogs do? What are they looking for? Just walk in a circle. He like walks around like, nope, I'm still here. Nope, same bed. It's like he thinks it's going to change when he turns. All right, maybe if I come back around again, it'll be a little bit different. Nope, same. Let me try one more time. Nope. It's still there. Let me try it again. Oh, that's good. I'll lay down now. What is the reason for that? Why the dogs do like that little, while they do the turn? Look so comfortable when they lay down though. All right, let's see. Will Tainty Man be on camera today? Right? You don't know. Will Tainty Man be on camera? Who knows? I mean, today, yes. If you voted and you put your money on yes, you won big because he's rarely on camera. All right, Jordan Singer. Best way to get rid of lower belly fat. I go to the gym to de-stress from work, but no luck. I ordered ashwagandha. That'll do it. I eat lean ground turkey. Well, that's probably it. 97.3. Temporarily unable to lift, but doing cardio. Well, how do I answer this question? Best way to get rid of lower belly fat. I'm temporarily unable to lift, but I'm doing cardio and I ordered ashwagandha. I eat lean turkey. Where do I begin, my guy? So lower belly fat is definitely going to be it's a body composition issue. It's a metabolism issue. It's a cortisol issue. So I want to know about sunlight, sleep, grounding, sunglasses. I want to know about all that stuff, toxins in your environment. I don't give a fuck about ashwagandha. That's not going to help you get lean. I mean, these are things, even things like creatine, like none of that stuff is going to like blow your fucking mind and make such like a night and day difference until you're actually having those good habits. Like you're not going to notice differences unless you're actually with the proper foundation. So you eat turkey and you ordered ashwagandha. Well, I have all the information I need. So I'd love to help you. The best way, first off, you can't spot reduce body fat, but there are certain areas of the body that will tell you, hey, this is usually where cortisol, if you have elevated and high cortisol, and you just said it yourself. I go to the gym to de-stress from work. So you have a stressful job. You have a stressful job and or you're not managing that stress properly. Going to the gym is not a de-stress from your job. So we can discuss this for a second. A lot of people are trying to address psychological issues with physical training. So you numb yourself. This is what happens with a lot of people that do spinning or obsessive compulsive cardio. It's like this numbing result. You exhaust yourself so you feel like you're de-stressed when you're really just fatigued and blasted. So you're trying to de-stress from work. I don't know what kind of job you have. So again, I don't have any context. I just have a couple things. I feel like I'm Swole Holmes over here, trying to Baker Street the fuck out of this. So I would go first. Don't go to the gym as a de-stress. Go to the gym to, I guess, pre-de-stress. Go to the gym to prioritize your training before you go into that environment, and it'll make that environment better for sure. And then add more meditation. You could do cardio afterwards. You can go for a nice long walk, do a walking meditation, listen to a podcast. You can go get some sun. I don't know. Again, I don't know anything else, but that's what I would recommend. I always recommend if you have a physical job or a stressful job, I think the idea is you train afterwards. I say train first because for me, I can't focus on my training if I have stuff in my mind. If I'm stressed out, the last thing I want to do, and that's just me. Maybe, this person's different. Everyone can be, it's fine. But I think there's better ways because if you want to get the most out of your training, you better be focused and you better get your training as a priority. Think about what you're prioritizing. I'm not saying don't prioritize your work. You need to make money, provide for yourself and your family and whatnot, pay your bills. But if you want to prioritize your health, guess what that means? That means that means putting it first, literally. So train first. Train first. I don't know your schedule, but train first. Any other thoughts? We don't have a lot of information here, but train first. So I think the idea is I de-stress. No, you're stressed out. So you're not getting the most out of your training. And there's other components of that too. And then sleep. And also if you're training and assuming that this person goes to the gym to de-stress from work. So let's assume just for argument's sake, you're doing a 9 to 5 or a normal like daylight cycle, right? You're working during the day, you come back, you go to the gym in the evening. Also, going to the gym in the evening usually isn't good for sleep. You get jacked up, maybe you're taking a pre-workout or anything like that, and then you're amping yourself up at night. Maybe your sleep quality is compromised, which is going to continue to cyclically keep cortisol elevated and growth hormone stunting. There's a lot of things that are going to fuck you up. Testosterone, a lot of those things can can add up. Make sense? So I think the whole de-stressing by numbing yourself and exhausting yourself, it's temporary. And then you have to do it again. It comes back. Why? Because either the job sucks, you need to get a different job, or I just know that if you have a stressful situation or you're doing physical labor, people think that if I work out first, I'm not gonna be able to do the job. That's not true. Maybe you just don't push yourself to failure. If you're doing construction, maybe you don't do leg day until you can't fucking walk, because how are you going to do work? But you don't need to beat yourself up into submission to build muscle. You can get the stimulus and then go to work and you'll feel great. There's nothing like going to work or doing anything after you got your workout in. You feel great the whole day. You woke up at 5 or 6, got your workout in, and then the rest of the day, it's like, you think back, it almost feels like the day before. You're like, oh no, I got my workout in today. And it just perpetuates you throughout the entire day. You make better choices with your food. You feel better. Just things tend to bother you less. But then it's also a stress management with how you deal with your interpersonal relationships. And the problem is with work or a job, or when you're dealing with people that you can't choose. You can't necessarily choose who you deal with at work, right? You can't choose wherever you work, you can't choose who they hire. And if you're working, let's say you're working front desk at an auto body shop, right? You take orders, like you're running, you're running the scheduling and whatever it is. You can't choose who walks in through the door. So if you're whatever business you're doing, a lot of times you can't choose who you deal with, and sometimes it just sucks. So, but how do you deal with that? And I think psychologically also knowing that you got yours in and you took care of yourself first, it's just this like cascade of, okay, all these other things don't matter as much because I took care of what I needed for me. And then after work, you can de-stress by doing something that's actually psychologically and mentally de-stressing. Brain gains, going for a walk, doing some light cardio, playing some basketball, or taking your dog for a walk, or going on a bike ride, doing something that's active that you enjoy, which is much more peaceful than, because it's not de-stress when you're training. You're stressed. It's stress. Like the idea that I'm stressed out from work, let me load up 500 pounds on the leg press. That's a lot of stress on your body. And remember, your body doesn't know what the fuck is going on. If your heart rate is up because you're dealing with a shitty customer, or your heart rate is up because you're doing cardio, obviously they're different things, but that fight or flight, people are activating this kind of like stressful, you're going online, and everything online is designed to catch your attention. So most of it's negative. So you're just constantly heightened. So you're always at like a 9 or 10, and people underestimate the negative impact of driving down the highway at 75 miles an hour. We're just numb to it because we've been doing it since we're younger. Does anyone ever think about that? Forget the LED lights everywhere and the bright lights, and you're blinded when you're driving and it fucking sucks. But think about that. It's just, you're flying down the highway at 75 miles an hour. And like, if you move the steering wheel like a 1/10 of an inch, you're dead. And we just like, I do it too. You're like, no big deal. You're just literally on the brink of death the entire time. Even if you're going 25 miles an hour, like you can't run that fast. You're fucked. You're fucked. And sometimes you're fucked even if you're at a stoplight and someone runs a light. Like you're in this heightened state all the time. You're changing lanes going 70 miles an hour. We downplay it as if it's a normal thing just because we're used to it. But physiologically, we're ancient creatures. So it's just constant stress. So you have to think about all those different aspects of stress and how you address it. Oh, I was in traffic today. Let me lift heavy weights. You're putting a ton of stress on your body. So your body is having more stress. And I'm not saying don't train. If you only have that option to train after work, I'm not saying skip it. I'm just saying there's better ways to prioritize for you, which will make you feel better about a lot of these different things. Just different things to think about. It's pretty crazy. Like how many things we just take as like normal. This is just normal. Older cars didn't used to go that fast. Like, it's not normal until more recently, last 100 years. Yeah. Painted line. Somebody just said the painted line. People put a lot of fucking faith. You see people, fucking morons that cross the street and stand on the yellow lines. You've seen them. You've seen them. They just walk into the road and stand on the yellow line and if you hit them, oh my God, you're not supposed to be standing in the fucking road. I'm standing on the double yellow lines. I'm safe. You're an idiot. Natural selection. You should have never been born. Natural selection took a day off when you were born. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
I work with retards.
So anyway, yeah. you're flying like 50, 60 miles an hour and like someone is right next to you. And all they have to be is like, dead, dead, dead. And look at this turn, dead, 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 right? Totally fine. Dead, dead. Don't underestimate that. Oh yeah, and they walk through. God, walking through the street. Fuck that. Walking down the side of the road. If you're walking on the side of the road, on your pretty much every situation, if you're out in public, walking where there's cars, even people around you, you shouldn't be looking at your phone. So many issues happen in people's lives because they're not aware. They don't see a car coming. Well, I'm not in the road, so I'm protected. You're on a sidewalk. How many people get fucking hit when some 80-year-old woman just passes out or someone strokes out because they got the clot shot and they just fucking go off the road? Just because you're on the sidewalk, you're not protected by some supreme power. You're 3 feet to the left. That's like a degree on the steering wheel. So get off your phone. Be aware of your surroundings. Oh, some sketchy people are walking towards me. You don't notice that. And then you get people in New York City just walking by on their phone. Oh, someone punched them in the back of the head. You're not even looking. You're not even looking at the dangers around you. Aside from being in New York City, period. Bad. It's bad. All right. Let's see. Let us see. But that's a society we live in. It's just something to think about. Like people underestimate and they don't quantify properly how much stress that people have in their lives. And you're thinking about finances and you're thinking about your, social media, or you're thinking about you're thinking about all these other things. And what I'm saying is people don't realize that like how much stress people have from like light pollution, noise pollution. It's not a zero. Like you're running, like your threshold, like you're running here all the time. And that's why people get sick. People get sick all the time. All the time. Like if I have like this little bug or whatever I have, it was like a day. It was yesterday. It was like yesterday. And today I'm like, oh, I'm pretty good. Can I work out today? Yeah, probably. I'm just going to take another, recovery and I'll hit tomorrow. But it's like if it's ever something, it's like almost non-existent. But people that are getting sick all the time is because your immune system's compromised. And if you're stressed out, you're not at a zero. There's always a lot of stress and people don't realize it just because things are normal or you're used to it. But it's for your body. It's a higher level of stress than you give it credit for. All right. So let's see this one from Rachel.
What's in the box?
Yeah, it's true. Elizabeth says the gym is more crowded in the evenings. Yeah, especially if you're at a popular gym, if you're going at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning, it's usually like no big deal. Maybe like the group exercise classes, those get filled up, but that's usually after kids go to school and the moms come in for that kind of stuff. Or you might, that might be popular, but most gyms early in the morning, like no one's there. Or it's like the same people. And that's the best time to go because you have the diehards. You have the people that are prioritizing their health. That's why I always say if you're going to a gym, go earlier in the day. Earlier in the day on the afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock after the lunch rush before, the twinks come in after school. So afternoon's usually dead or more quiet. I guess depends on where you live and what day it is. But then the early mornings, you have the people that are more disciplined and dedicated because they're getting up at 5, 6 a.m. going there. They're going in, getting work. You see the same people. You make some friends. What up? People are going there, get it done, and then going out. It's just a different type of mentality for people that go first. Yeah. Elizabeth said it too. That's why I like the 4 a.m. crowd. It's the same 5 people. Yeah. People that open the gym. Yeah, we've been saying that for years. That's always been the case. Rachel, does doing cardio after weight training really mess up the training you did? No, it can, but no. So it doesn't mess it up. It's not like cardio eats your muscles and like I worked out and the cardio erases it. That's not true at all. So you could do cardio after you train. And if you're trying to recomp and build muscle and trim some fat, yeah, you need around maintenance or a slight deficit, very slight, and adding some more cardio concurrently with your weight training is great for fat loss and building muscle. But you're not going to build muscle unless you build muscle, right? You're not going to build muscle unless you lift weights. And a lot of people are trying to lean out and shred out and doing tons of cardio. It's like, you're not going to shred to anything. You're going to be skinny fat because you're not building muscle. So the problem is people try to trim down and they stop training hard. They do higher reps and they don't push to failure. They don't lift as much. Okay, well, you're losing muscle too. Because if you don't progressively overload, you're losing. You're never maintaining muscle. You're building muscle or you're losing. So if you shift how you're training and you're doing more cardio, yeah, you're going to lose the adaptations for muscle building. So if you want to be leaner and have that muscle, then you need to keep your strength up and keep training hard. Maybe doing a little less volume, right? There's different things like that. You can't do the same. If you're in a slight deficit, you can't be doing the same thing because fatigue management is going to be a big deal. So it can mess it up, but it's not automatic. Like cardio in general is not automatic. After a workout, it's not like, oh, I had to erase the workout that I did. But after strength training, I'm just not a fan of doing cardio right after unless it's like some sort of interval. It depends on the split. It really does. But after a training session, your body's fatigued. You just did heavy weights. So your body is fatigued. Like, do you want to add and pile onto that? You could just do a little bit tomorrow, or you can go for a walk the next day. It doesn't have to be on the same day. It doesn't have to be on the same day. So it'll just add to your workout. So cardio is not separate from weights, meaning it's the same body. Okay. Does that make sense? It's not the same body. I mean, it is the same body. So you're racking up fatigue from the heavy weight training, and then you're going to go do cardio. You're just digging the hole deeper. It's not like cardio is separate. Well, that's my lungs or my heart. It's like, what do you think is helping you function? And still the same central nervous system. So remember, you want to be able to recover so you can build muscle. And you're going to lose body fat by managing your caloric intake and not eating too much and not eating excessively for things that cause inflammation and bloating and getting quality sleep. So it's very important to keep your strength up. And when people try to cut up and dice up, they either drop their calories too much and crash out and get too lean or try to get too lean, or they stop lifting weights and they, like if your strength is going down and you're losing reps and you're losing this, you're losing muscle mass over time because you're not progressively overloading. You're not stimulating the muscle to grow. So you're losing. You're not maintaining ever. You don't maintain. Either you're providing a proper stimulus to grow, or you kind of hit the limit and you're fatigued and you can't break that plateau and you're kind of staying around the same, but it's like, it's not like, oh, you're just maintaining. It's just a constant kind of hit the ceiling. Because if you don't manage that fatigue and you don't get that imbalance out of the way, then you just kind of keep on flatlining. Nathaniel Capodiferro. Nathaniel a Capodiferro. Satisfying. Put your whole self into it. Capodiferro. A Capodiferro. It felt good. I got it out. How important are antioxidants and probiotics for fitness? How important is healthy, nutritious food? Very. Very. So in what context? Are you taking a supplement, antioxidant support? Or are you eating blueberries and shit? So eat your quality fruit. That's fresh. That's not sprayed with tons of shit. I love frozen fruit. So probiotics, meaning a healthy gut. Remember, there's no bad bacteria, but there's you have a balance in your gut. You're going to have, quote, good bacteria and, quote, bad bacteria. But what that really means is in your gut, you have a balance. If you have an overgrowth of certain bacteria because you're taking antibiotics or you're bombing your gut, so you have an overgrowth of certain types of bacteria that create problems. But there's always going to be a balance. And in order to fix leaky gut, bone broth and collagen, all these different things are very beneficial, but fermented foods are fantastic. I love raw kefir, sauerkraut, pickles. You want to make sure you get, quality ones there. People like other things. What else is there? There's kimchi. There's all sorts of stuff that could be, that's beneficial for the gut. Yogurt. So how important? I love it. It's great. And for some people, it's going to be much more important because if you're fixing a lot of issues, it's much more important to get this stuff back on track. Doesn't mean you have to be pounding it incessantly. Doesn't mean that like eating 10 pounds of sauerkraut is going to make it better for you because, you can overdo anything in that sense. You could eat sauerkraut. Oh, it's great. But you eat like an entire container, like your gut's going to feel, it's going to be it's not going to be probiotic. It's going to be pro get you to the toilet. And this is also a reason why sometimes when people implement some of these things, if your gut is already compromised, you might add some of this stuff, and then because the current state of your gut might not be able to handle it or might react in a certain way because you have, gaps and junctions. And leaky gut is literal. So if you have inflammation in your gut, what happens is you have the lining of your gut. And if the cells are swollen in the gut lining, they separate. And then you have larger particles and molecules that get through the gut where they shouldn't. And then your body essentially attacks it like it's an invader. Like, hey, what's this doing here? This shouldn't be here. And it could give you allergies and sensitivities to certain foods that you normally wouldn't have because your body is just noticing, hey, this shouldn't be here in this form. And your body attacks it like it's a virus. So that's just a kind of, a little bird's eye view of it. All right. We got one more over here. Amanda Hewitt. All right. What are your thoughts and expertise you can share about staying hydrated? And what exactly is drinking enough water in a day? What are some things about electrolytes? And facts versus BS about drinking sports drinks and they're advertising the electrolytes. Like Brondo? Hey, it's got electrolytes. Yeah.
What are you, retarded?
Not you, Amanda. But that's from Idiocracy. You have to watch Idiocracy. I every once in a while, like every year or so, I watch Idiocracy and it just gets less and less funny. It just gets less and less. I mean, it really doesn't get less funny, but you know what I mean? It's just, the closer it becomes to a documentary, it's like, it's hard. I mean, I think a lot of you understand what I mean. It's funny, but it gets harder to watch. It's like, haha. It's like, oh, that's funny. That's kind of happening. So it's funny, but it's more like ironic now. It's like, it's not as funny as it used to be. It's a lot more like, it's too real. It's too close to home. What a classic, though. Great movie, documentary. Staying hydrated. So the sports drinks that you need high fructose corn syrup and tons of sugar is just nonsense. So yeah, staying hydrated is all about the electrolytes. You're told to fear the sodium, but it's not the sodium in most things. Like people have excessive, outsized consumptions of sodium as like an imbalance, and they're eating tons of like seed oils and ultra processed carbohydrates and processed sugars, and it's like there's too much sodium in it. Is it the sodium? Is it the sodium, or is it the fact that you're pounding soy sauce? Is it the sodium, or is it the fact that you're eating McDonald's three times a fucking day or week? And if you're eating that, right? If you're covering everything in soy sauce and you're eating tons of, McDonald's a couple times a week. Well, I only eat McDonald's, once or twice. Well, yeah. Add that to, can you imagine all the other shit that you're eating too, that you allow in your body, in your face hole. So anyway, electrolytes, very important. And using like a quality sea salt, whether it's Celtic sea salt or Baja Gold or something, that's a good quality sea salt, or, I don't use the Himalayan salts, but I like the sea salts. You get a lot of trace minerals and things like that. So there's a lot of different ones out there, and you can make your own electrolyte mix. But most of what people have issues with when it comes to cramping and stuff like that is sodium deficiency, but also magnesium plays a role too. But you don't need a ton of magnesium. Most people, it's because of when you have cramping and stuff. Sodium's a big one. Sodium's a big one. But you can make your own. You can make your own like Gatorade. Like you put your electrolytes in your container, you put a little bit of apple juice, splash of lemon and lime, and then shake it up. Boom. It tastes like Gatorade, and it's actually like real shit. So you can make your own. And a lot of times people are pounding these sports drinks where they just don't need it. They don't need all the sugar. They're not creating any kind of demand on their body. They do like a walk down the street and they pound a Gatorade. It's like, just because you're sweating doesn't mean you need a Gatorade. Okay. You don't need to be pounding, soda, essentially. A lot of it's just an excuse to perpetuate those kinds of like insulin roller coasters and ultra processed foods and the hyper palatable red 40 and blue 5 and whatever the fucking hell is food colorings and flavorings and stuff they're added. But electrolytes and water, Put a little fruit juice, like totally fine. Totally fine. You know, I never drink water without electrolytes in it. And then getting back to that post, okay, well, how much did you put in? I go like with my water and my electrolytes, I go based on taste. I've just done this for a long time because like, how do you really know how much you need? You can step on a scale, and if you lose like a pound of water, if you're sweating in the sauna, that takes X amount of sodium. Like, sure, you can micromanage. You know, you're stepping on a scale every time. Like, did I sweat today? I just go based on taste. So if it tastes really salty, it's too much. And you'll notice this. So how many times are you sweating like hot breath and you put salt in your water and it's like, oh, that's a lot of salt, and you mix it up and you barely taste it. You're like, go, 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 and you just pound it in 2 seconds. You need it. You need it. But then if you keep on drinking more, you put more salt, eventually it's like, oh, that's just too salty. Yeah, you had enough. You're good. Your body will tell you when you've had enough. So most people don't have that kind of a reset. Most people are just ingesting so much crap all the time. They don't have that like base level. They don't know. Their taste buds are completely fucked. So, and you'll know this if you do an elimination. Most of you watch and you drop your thoughts in the comments. But if you do the nutrition jumpstart inside the Swole fam, check us out, summerswole.com. Not thumbs down, but right there. I shouldn't do that, but this. Thumbs up, right there. You'll know that your palate, it changes. It changes. You actually start tasting foods for what they are because you're just bombarding them all the time. So that hyperpalatability of foods, right? The fat, the salt, the sugar that's in everything. You don't think of Oreos as having like, oh, who thinks of the salt content in ice cream? Like the processed shit. Who thinks of like the salt content in Oreos? Yeah, but they put it in there. You don't taste it because it gets balanced out by the fat and the sugar. But that's why you compulsively eat them, because they put they put salt, fat, and fat's usually in, polyunsaturated vegetable and seed oils, and then sodium. So it hits that bliss point in your brain. Your body's like, I like these things and I can't get enough of any of them. And it essentially tricks your brain into not knowing when it's full. So you overeat it and you get hungry soon after. Like you just have that compulsion to always get fat, salt, and sugar. Fat, salt, and sugar. And if you're eating fat, salt, and sugar all the time, well, you're going to get fat, plus all the other ingredients and the seed oils and all the crap that's gumming up your system. And you can go and search for triple blind studies, and you're going to find something. Oh, aspartame is fine, and food colorings have been proven to be safe. Again, everything's just everything that they say, everything that's on the shelf is 100% safe and effective. What do I know? It's all just smoke and mirrors. Just eat whatever. It's all just, oh, you only live once. Oh, seed oils, they're not bad. Fine, keep on doing. Everyone's fatter and fucking sicker than ever before. And then I keep seeing people in the comments or on different posts, and it's just like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Fine, then keep on eating crap, because everyone's so fucking healthy. Everyone, it's just crushing it. No one has any issues. How come in 2026, it's like episode 3658? It's been 10 fucking years. 10 years of the Daily Swole, 10 years of the Swole fam. Shout out, fam. Right? So, okay. I guess, I could literally be doing counting game. I could be just doing the same. Like I just go back to episode 1. How come no one, everyone, all the AI and all the information, it's like people are worse than ever. What the fuck? What the fuck? And we're just sitting here like, do I need to be in a fucking lab and like, oh, this study, well, we tested this in rats. Well, how about we've been doing this for years and years and years, a decade officially here. I've been eating fucking raw liver since like 2008. Had raw liver yesterday and like, oh, but the liver and this. And then the Liver King came along and gave raw liver a bad name. So it's like, all right, well, I haven't stopped eating. I just keep on doing the thing. I guess it's just, instead of talking the talk, I'll talk. It's what we do. But just, okay, then don't do it. Stay fat. Take your Ozempic, like fine. No problems. You'll be fine. Everyone's just getting better. Did you guys know there's less cancer than ever before? Less heart disease, less diabetes. There's less Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Like, we fixed it all. It's over. We did it, fam. We did it. Mission accomplished. George W. Mission fucking accomplished. As we're fucking in Iran, and we got it. We got it. We did it.
Okay.
We did it. We did it.
Do not read in the cards.
What?
Do not read in the cards.
Okay.
No.
Best soundboard ever. Yeah, Alex says triple blind studies that definitely were manipulated. Yeah, let's not look at who funded these and all the universities. Oh, this was done. This is a study done at Harvard. Harvard's been hitting it out of the park the last several years. If something says Harvard on it, you can pretty much guarantee that there's something fucking fishy about it. And people just go back to believing everything else. The amnesia. Don't forget to get your hantavirus vaccine. Or maybe I'm just not going to lick rat shit. I'm just not going to eat rat shit. Well, this person went and was taking pictures of birds at a garbage dump, at like a landfill. Okay. Survival of the fittest. I'm going to go bird watching at a landfill. You guys heard that story? The fuck? You can't make this shit up. Oh, you mean if I go and I hang out in rat feces? What does that sound like? The bubonic plague. Oh, and why did the bubonic plague exist? Oh, because of fucking disgusting conditions. People used to shit and dump shit outside their fucking houses. Old castles and stuff, people used to shit and it would just fall outside the castle walls. They would just shit in the streets. There's no fucking fresh water. There's no plumbing. Yeah, that's why people got sick and died. Yeah. It's because it was disgusting. Everywhere was a landfill. Oh my God. And people are just going to go and like pretend like, oh, the vaccine. Yo, fuck all of you. Fuck all the way off. God, anyone who's getting any other vaccines at this point, I mean, at this point, I mean, if it already wasn't survival of the fittest, anyone who's going to be a fucking cuck for that shit again, like you're gone. You can't, there's nothing you can do. It's just like smile and wave and just go on with your life. I mean, crazy, but people are going to do it because don't forget, they have to. They have to get whatever other vaccine or whatever other shit comes out because it reinforces that they didn't destroy themselves the first time. So they have to keep on with the narrative because the ego is too great for these people. You can't admit you were wrong. You can't admit you were duped. You can't admit you were scammed. You have to just go along, do it again because I can't be wrong. It's like, okay, do it again. Just don't reproduce. Please. Just please. Yeah, remember the 132 boosters? Okay. Hey, 33 is going to be the trick. Get another one. Get another one. Live stream it. Live stream it. Lacey says, I wonder if the homeless shitting everywhere is affecting viruses. Maybe it's the homeless shitting everywhere. Maybe it's letting in half of the third world that just bring in whatever the fuck they bring in, just walking across the border. Maybe just random people from all these other war-torn and, countries that don't have sanitation and have all these fucking plagues and diseases that we don't have because of actual sanitation and stuff like that. That probably doesn't help. Oh yeah. Quad cam on Rumble. Ooh, did you hear that story? I saw that. I don't think I brought it up. That's a crazy story. I saw it on, maybe I could bring it up. Quadcam says, reminds me of that couple that was just prosecuted for keeping their kids in isolation for 4 years from COVID. Yeah, where was that? Oh, can I search? Yeah, this couple they kept their kids inside, like locked up for like 4 years because they were paranoid of COVID. What was that? Was that in the US? No, that was like in somewhere else, wasn't it? Oh, here we go. Just fucking gross, man. It's disgusting, people. Disgusting, people. Let's see. Are we done with questions? We're still in the knowledge cog. Let's see. Any other questions? And we'll get into balls deep. We can continue there. Dun, 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 dun. Balls deep. Let's go.
That's deep.
That's deep, obviously. That's what we do. That's what we do. We go deep. All right. Yeah, look at this. Parents who refuse to let their 3 children go outside their house for 4 years. 4 years. For some people, COVID just never went, like, it's never going away. It's everywhere. It's always going to be. It's endemic. It's everywhere. It gets weaker and weaker. That's how viruses work. Oh, what's the COVID? If you keep on getting COVID, it's because you never actually got immunity because you took that fucking garbage. You put that fucking trash in your body. Leaving them with extreme mental and physical conditions. No shit. Spanish. That's right. In Spain. That's right. German freelance tech recruiter Christian Stefan and his American-born wife. Oh, you know, that's who it was. His American-born wife. Those fucking white liberals. Sorry, Spain. Sorry we allowed one to get out. Look, see? The white women. White women. That's the American plague. The American plague is white women that are leaving the country and going elsewhere, like Rosie O'Donnell. It's like, sorry. Sorry, Europe. Damn. Not our finest export, I will say. Not our finest export. We have like Hollywood pedophilia and white liberal women. It's like, proud to be an American. Proud to be an American these days. All right. Oh, this is so gross. Let's see. The couple kept their 3 young children, a then 10-year-old and twins aged 8 at the time, inside a squalid home for nearly 4 years between 2021 December when they arrived in Spain. Oh my God. Yeah. Jeez. And April 28th, 2025. Holy shit. Claiming the kids needed to be protected from the COVID-19 pandemic. But the couple's children were left with severe mental and physical health problems. Yeah, no shit. After being kept from society for years on end. Police found soiled nappies and used sanitary towels and tampons. Ugh, gross. So it wasn't just that. It was also just an abusive home, like just disgusting conditions. Like, you stay inside, but you don't, they not go outside. They probably didn't go outside the house. Oh my God, they didn't at all. Officials said the children, this is gross, I know, but, oh, we're in balls deep. Let me just get that thing back up on the side. It's a sad story, but this is what the world is kind of, it happens. Let's see. They said the children faced problems with bladder and bowel control, as well as bowed legs by being kept in tiny beds too small for their growing bodies. Like this is beyond COVID fear. This is just child abuse and like disgusting neglect. Like it's really just bury them under the jail, like under the jail. Just dig a ditch. Investigators found disturbing scrawls created by the children on the inside of their cots, showing monsters with jagged teeth in red ink. Who knows what they told them about, like what was outside? Probably made it sound like it was like The Quiet Place or something, and aliens or something eating everyone. Police said following the children's release from their years-long hell, that one child knelt on the grass outside the home and, overcome with emotion, touched it with amazement from touching grass outside. Oh, this is so fucking... All right, well, let's continue. Look at this. Yeah, I didn't look through this article yet. If you have kids, I know this hits you in a different way. I know you're like enraged and you're about to like throw up and cry at the same time. Like this is sad. Look at these drawings on these little, God, 10 years old and you're living there. You can't stretch out. Oh my God. Oh my God. My back. Oh, poor kids. Look at that fucking monster. What the fuck is that? It's all red. Oh, it's disgusting. Jesus Christ, like a buffalo, it's a horror movie. All right. I don't see crime photos. Let's get on with this. They never went outside, not even to the garden, for almost 4 years. Because of the fear that they instilled in their children that they might be infected with something. The accused never enrolled their children in school and, whatever. No health monitoring. Yeah. All right. And then it's just like more stuff about how fucked up everything was. Scrolling through. Yep, there we go. Wait. Okay, no, that's not the mother. I love how they don't. You know what? You know what also? Why do sometimes they show the picture? Maybe it's like a legal thing in certain areas. How come sometimes they show the pictures of people and then sometimes they don't? Like they don't want to show the parents. Why? Because people are going to lynch them or something. It's like they don't show their like, no, show their fucking evil faces. So people know what evil looks like real evil. That's the most sinister stuff, to subject your children to that. It's like how can you do that to your own fucking children? All right. Horrifying. Well, that was great. How's everyone doing today? We're feeling good. Let's try to turn that frown upside down. Let's bring it back. Fucking crazy people are out there. You don't say, Papa Swole. You don't say. We have an epic release today, as always. You ready for epic merch? Pfft. Daddy knows you are. I know you are. All right, we got a recipe first. We'll do a balls deep video. This one, what is it? What is it? Come on, guess. That looks like a vagina, kind of, but it's not. It is. What is it? Teriyaki burgers. If you guessed teriyaki burgers with grilled pineapple, you'd be correct. I like pineapple. I don't eat traditional pizza, but I am team pineapple on pizza. So I think anyone who doesn't like pineapple on pizza is a psychopath. No, pineapple's great. Grilled pineapple's great. If you ever had grilled pineapple, it's great. Anyway, that's a cool mix. Looks good. So again, when people ask, well, beef is so boring. I can't eat the same thing every day. You have 1,000 different ways you can make a burger. It's not like, oh, I can have burgers. Okay, that's one thing. No, it's like 1,000 different ways you can make a burger. Okay, a steak. There's many different cuts of steak. There's different ways you can cut a steak. There's different sides. There's different things. There's so much variety with real good foods. Papa's Italian-based fans. Well, no, I like pineapple. Team pineapple. Team pineapple. Pineapple's great. Love it. Love it. It does like the oxalates or the bromelain. Kind of irritates my tongue after a while, but I do like me some pineapple. I do like it. Let's see. We got a featured Swolga class. Look at this. Swolga hip rotacion. Look at that guy. Oh. That's me, bitch. Swolga hip rotacion. Nice. Nice. Check it out. Good class. Featured class. These are classes that already exist inside Sonormous X, but we feature different ones. So, there's a lot in the app. So got to make sure that everyone tries things that maybe they didn't try before. Swollen 7, Steel Club, Round Quattro. Very nice. Golf clap. And we have Arms Ignite number 3. So let's go.
You switch the samples.
And that's the way, I like it.
All right, we got new yoga and we got new merch. Someone said, I forgot we had merch. Oh, we do. I mean, I'm rocking. Look at this shirt. I have the yellow one too, but this blue is a fucking pops, dude. Look at this. Fucking dope. Looking good. All right, this one's called Muscle Shirt.
What's in the box?
I'll tell you what, every shirt's a muscle shirt if you have muscles. But let's play it, see what happens.
If you're going out to eat, it's okay to wear one of these. This is a muscle compression shirt.
I don't like this already. Oh my God, if you don't look like, oh my God. Is this Spanx for men? Oh my God. Oh God.
Goomba! Yeah. Walk tall, be proud.
Go Goomba!
Jesus.
If you're going out to eat, it's okay to wear one of these. This is a muscle compression shirt. It comes with the abs. It comes with the lats right there. Okay. Take a look at the lats. It comes with the pecs. You got the pecs right there. It comes with the delts. Okay, it's got everything you need to fully fill out your shirt and look swole. Okay, it's gonna make you look fit. You won't recognize the compliments that you get. I'm still getting used to all the compliments when I wear this. And guys, just look how the wind blows against those abs. Look at that. I'm flexing and I'm not even flexing. Guys, I'll leave it on the link below. Last time these sold out. So, like I said, get it while it's hot. It's large. I'm 6'2", 230 pounds, and the large fits perfect. Link below.
Gay as fuck. You're gay, bro. And you're gay for reasons aside from penetration. You're as gay as fuck. First off, it doesn't really look like anything. And it's pretty pathetic, to be honest. And then you take off your shirt and you look like shit because, yeah, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. So, yeah, that's pretty bad.
That reminds me of that tragedy.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? You are gay.
What's in the box?
No, sir, that's a faggot. All right, this one's called Take Offense to Being Called Fat. If you take offense to being called fat, guess what? You're fat. If you take offense to being called fat, it's probably true. Or you're trying not to be and you get angry like, no, I'm not. But it's probably true. It's probably true. You get to take
offense to being called fat and you think it's a hate comment, that means your subconscious hates fat people. Your
subconscious hates fat people. No, you don't want to look unattractive and be unhealthy. It's a normal human reaction. No one wants to be called fat. I mean, if it's true, it's just true. And you just got to change a few habits, but that's too hard. No, that's too hard. It's your fault. Stop using words I don't like. Stop using words I don't like.
You take offense to being called fat and you think it's a hate comment, that means your subconscious hates fat people. Your subconscious, the one that was programmed by fucking TV and commercials and social media to tell you that skinny is more valuable.
Fuck skinny, man. How about healthy? Build muscle. Not being fat does not mean skinny. You know, healthy. You're not necessarily healthy if you're skinny, but you're definitely not healthy if you're fat. So one's depends and one's pretty objective.
Is more worthy, is better, is good. Fat, bad. No, that's bad. So
what's with the eyes, dude? Why do all the libtards have these fucking eyes? These are the SSR eyes. The SSR eyes. That's not a normal eye size. There's something that's like a strong connection to the crazy eyes are not it's not a myth. Everyone knows it. You're a human being, you know, there's people like, they're just eyes, you know, oh, that person's tweaking, or like, look at their pupils. It's like, yeah, we're programmed to see things that, okay, it's like when someone gets plastic surgery and you just know, you're like, that person's face doesn't move. Like, you know, when someone's gotten Botox to shit because they have no expression and their face is just plastic. Your eyes can sense imperfections and sense imbalances, and that kind of like, quote unquote, sixth sense, and just you can see it's just something's off. It's always just in the fucking eyes, man. It's crazy fucking eyes.
if that's so bad and you have no worth and you're a piece of shit if you're fat, then you're going to think that because all the fucking TV that has programmed us into our subconscious. And now you walk around with this belief.
I love the grift, right? I love the grift. Like today, it's like, oh, you're a piece of shit if you're fat. What are you talking about? For like the past decade, all we've gotten is the opposite. Okay. So don't act like, oh, you're a piece of shit if you're fat. Everyone hates humanity. Different change. People don't want to be fat. People aren't attracted to obesity, but for the last decade, it's been the opposite. It's been fat is beautiful, body positivity, fat acceptance, fat liberation. So don't pretend like, oh, everywhere you look, what are you talking about? It's been the opposite. And all the companies that went woke, like just everything tanked. Victoria's Secret, no one wants to look like Lizzo. No one wants to look like Lizzo. Doesn't even want to look like Lizzo. Oh, I'm fat, I'm big and beautiful. And then you get on Ozempic and it's like, you fucking grift. You're a grifter. You're a grifter, a piece of shit.
And if somebody calls you fat, you're going to believe that and go, oh my God, that's a hate comment. No, it's not. It's a fucking description. See how the patriarchy has fucking brainwashed us to believe that fat is bad?
Fat is not bad. Being fat is not good. The good and bad is like, oh, there's no inherently bad food. Food is not moral. Okay. It's always a language game. It's always like a fucking language joust. Well, fat is bad. It's not good. How about that? Okay. It's not healthy. It's not a good direction. Your habits, if you are obese, your habits have led you there. So maybe you change those habits. Not a good direction to go. I don't care about your feelings. You don't even care about your feelings. You don't care about your body. So, all right, then eat yourself into oblivion. So be it.
Hate comment when it's a fucking description. If somebody looks at you and says, hey, you have blonde hair, Tanya, I'm going to be like, yeah. And let's say somebody describes me wrong. Let's say you are really thin and you have a bloated belly and somebody says, hey, are you pregnant? And you're like, no, actually.
If you're skinny and you have a bloated stomach, no, I just have leaky gut and I'm just extremely unhealthy. My stomach's distended because my body is chronically inflamed.
Take offense to it. You're like, oh, no, I'm not. That's it. Tanya, you have blue eyes. Actually,
Tanya? Reminds me of Man in the Iron Mask, John Malkovich's terrible pronunciation. D'Artagnan. Remember that movie? D'Artagnan? Tanya? Nah, it's D'Artagnan. Fucking D'Artagnan. I don't know why that came into my mind, but that'll always piss me off. Let's continue.
That's it. Tanya, you have blue eyes. Actually, I have green eyes. God,
it hurts me to hear it. Tanya.
Take the comment and you let it drop. Whether it was said out of curiosity or some people actually will say it out of hate. Don't internalize that shit. But you will only internalize it if you believe it yourself.
So your perception molds reality? Oh, so stop getting offended. Stop being a pussy. I can agree with that. Yeah, don't be a pussy. Okay. Facts don't care about your feelings. Fuck your feelings, all this stuff. Cool. All right. I mean, we agree. You're still fat, but you don't have to like it. Eat less cake. Hey-o.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves. I am untethered and enraged knows no bounds.
I overlay those. All right. So, okie dokie.
There's this idea that like trans women have like hairy, fucking huge horse cocks and stuff that are swords that they're using to kill people.
I'll continue to hit that soundboard. There's really no application for it, but I kind of have to hit it every episode. I'm trying to find, we didn't have any trans tardation today. All right.
What's in the box?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was. My eyes are, okay. All right, we got new yoga inside Swolenormous app, Swolenormous X. We got a brand new yoga class. Do you like yoga? Do you like yoga? Do you like yoga, don't you? You like slow flow with the wall. if you have been looking around your house. You've been looking around your house and you're like, I don't know what to do with this wall. Should I get a tapestry? I mean,
This is a castle,
maybe
isn't
you
it?
should get a
There are
tapestry.
tapestries.
How
We
many
have
of you have a
many
tapestry? You can head on over to papaswolio.com and get yourself some tapestries today. You don't have to be jealous about about Alex's yoga tapestry. You can get your own over at papaswolio.com. Buy one, get one 50% off merch. A shameless fucking plug. I know you love it. Turn your casa into a castle. And don't forget, we got hats. We got all sorts of stuff. And whoa, what is this? What is this? Is that a magnet? Is that a fucking magnet?
Yeah, bitch!
Get the
Magnets!
fuck out of, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. We got magnets. This fucking guy. We got magnets. We got magnets. We got it all. papaswolio.com. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I know you like that transition. Anyway, great class. If you're looking at your wall and you're thinking, all right, I got a wall. There's got to be something I can do with this wall. Well, check out the slow flow. Now you have a reason for that wall. Check out the express class with Alex. Slow flow with the wall. What? Son? Yeah, it's awesome. You know it. Fucking do it. SummerSwole.com. Join the fam. Still days. And by the way, we do have an awesome Pinkston Church. Just want to pinch her. A little mustard man here. Good boy. This guy's pawing my shit. All right. So I had to cough for a second. All right, we got new merch. Fam, are you ready for merch? I know. As soon as he was on the screen, he's off the screen. What a hot mess. What a hot mess. Look at this guy. Absolute hot mess. His paw is on my foot right now. Hello, Bubba. All right. Nice. Who's ready for merch? You ready? Is it a dog hoodie? No, it's fucking hot. It's definitely... Oh, man. That made me laugh. Scratch my throat. All right, here we go. We got new merch. Merch. It's not dog hoodies. Hopefully soon. But this is perfect for summer. Now, you know what's great is that some of you are like, what the fuck? What else could we be coming up with? What else could we be coming up with? What other merch could we possibly have? What other merch could we possibly have? New drops every week. What else? What else can papaswolio.com, what else could papaswolio.com come up with? How is it possible to come up with merch every week? How is it possible? And bangerang designs. Well, let me educate you. You ready, sluts? Ready, swole sluts? This is perfect time because we're coming up. It's Summer Swole. So we're coming up on America season, which is July 4th. And of course, go balls deep. We got a lot of summer coming up with awesome merch. Perfect. Just in time for the holidays. Happy birthday, America. You ready for this? Who's ready? Here we go. Drum roll. New merch. Show me new merch.
What's in the box?
One of my favorite exercises. And this is like a little known fact. You're not going to find this in Wikipedia and Wokepedia. You're not going to find this in the textbooks. You're not going to find this. This really goes back to the heart of fitness. This is like a historical shirt. It's a historical shirt. This is kind of like lost history. Obviously, you guys know that my IP has been slaughtered for decades. All the amazing movies and TV shows and all the bastardization of the Swole fam and, you know, of all the great ideas we've had. This is actually like in the historical records, but you have to dig deep. You have to dig deep. And most people don't know this, but I just want to make sure that everyone knows exactly where this exercise came from. And it's one of my favorites. I recommend it. Great for mobility, great for strength.
What's in the box?
The origin of one of the best exercises that you can do, the original, the OG himself, fam, I present to you Jefferson curls. Created at the dawn of this great nation by Thomas Jefferson himself. The OG Jefferson curls. Absolutely fucking dope. So to our third president, shout out TJ. Absolutely fucking based. Absolutely based. What a pioneer. One of our forefathers, obviously amazing forearms. Look at that brachioradialis. Just look at that stretch. Look at that reach. Look at that depth. Like the range of motion is insane. And you don't see this range of motion anymore. Like our forefathers, they knew that mobility was essential. And you think this, oh no, Papa Swole, this nation was founded by slaves. No, it wasn't. It was founded by these sick fucking Gaines. All right. This is a little known fact about Thomas Jefferson. Yes, he was our third president. Yes, he was, Declaration of Independence. Yes. But he also had the most fucking striated hamstrings that anyone's ever seen. Why do you think he was elected president? Because of his policies? No, it was because of his fucking glute ham tie-in. Are you kidding me? Fucking amateurs. All right. Anyway, so we got some details here. All right, let's zoom in. Awesome design, Jefferson curls, established in 1776. Fuck yeah, dog. You zoom in, and then we got a little niche here. We got the British East India Company, the fine tea. So yeah. He took one of the boxes that wasn't thrown overboard for the Boston Tea Party and using that for his Jefferson curls. I love that, a little shot against the crown. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck the king. Fuck the king. The original no kings. Yeah. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Let's go. He brought the hams. Sure did. The fine British East India Company tea. The fine tea imports. I love it. I love the little niche. I know that was 1773, but he kept one. He kept the box because it was just good height, perfect for mobility. It wasn't as easy to come by, these kinds of things. So, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. Yeah, Riley's like, yeah, fuck your tea. Fuck your tea. You sons of bitches. Fuck your tea. Fuck your tea, guy. Look at that wicked ROM. Look at that wicked stretch. It's fire. Sergey's like, I taught him how to do it properly. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. Back in the day, you're measuring your time between sets with a sundial. You did like your rest period's like an hour. Like, I don't know. Did it move? I don't know. Like, oh, it's cloudy. Fuck. How long has the rest period been? I don't know. Workouts just took like 8 hours. Anyway, fucking awesome. Jefferson curls. Love it. Love it. Go check it out. papaswolio.com. Cracks me up. And I hope it cracks you up too. So go pick it up. papaswolio.com. Solo. En el internet. Solo on papaswolio.com. Let's do the last video. We went long today. That's what she said. Massively long. We went deep.
Because.
Let's get the Swole card and then we'll do a throwback. Looks horrible. I kind of remember that face, but they all look the same because they all look horrible. That's why it's a throwback. Summer Swole, drop in the comments. Let's give away this hoe. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Dare I say, give it away now. What do I land on here? Oh, this isn't earlier. We got this one. Today's Swole card is going to, you change your name? Coach Candyman? Is that possible? Congratulations. Are we changing names now? Some of you are like, how did you change your name on Rumble? I want to change my name on Rumble. Congratulations, CC. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3, 6, 5, 8. in the subject or mailing address in the body of the email. And Vivo sends you the Swole card. Very nice. Excellent. Excelente. The Candyman can. Only the Candyman can win today's Swole card because he certainly did. Is that how we win now? No, that's not how we win. That's not, no one knows how he win. It's just the fucking Falcon. He's a fickle. Yeah, I know. All right. All right. All right. Tessie stood him up last night, so he's a little bit pissed. Good girl. Good girl. It's all right. It's all right. Falcon's he's a little aggressive. He's a little aggressive. Little bit aggressive. But it is what it is. Let's do a throwback. That's right. I still keep forgetting. I know it's Monday. I gotta get that video back. I gotta find it. Let's do it.
I'm here. You are not a better person for being thin.
Oh boy. You're not a better person for being thin. A better person? I'm definitely a healthier person.
Health has no moral value.
Even your breath stinks of mediocrity.
You're not a better person for being healthy.
Look at that beard.
Okay, you're welcome to your own opinion. I'm definitely going to live longer than you and be healthier.
Well, Piggy, sometimes the truth hurts.
That's it. Oh, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? Just the fact that we were already just discussing the moral value and good or bad and blah, 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 blah. And all, God, food has no moral value. What are you talking about? Why is it always like no moral value? We do this a lot. I don't think I think I accidentally deleted the picture of the screenshot of the 7 deadly sins. Is that it? Sloth one. That's not it. I'll find it again. So anyway, gluttony. Listen to, all right, well, we'll have to look it up because it's so poignant. 7 deadly sins. So all these people, right? It's always whining and complaining, right? It's always whining. It's complaining. Can I bring it up on the screen? Okay. All right. The 7 deadly sins. Okay. Gluttony. All right. Let's look at it. All right. Gluttony. To overindulge, especially by overeating. So if we're talking about moral value and sins, let me actually bring it up on the screen over here. That way I don't like covering my face and, moving it. All right. Let's just bring it over here. Do it right. Let's do it right. So let's look at this. Okay. You tell me food doesn't have moral value. It's like, oh, is that food individually? Okay. Well, a lot of it's just synthetically created and it's garbage and it's fucking destroying you. So gluttony, to overindulge, especially by overeating. Okay. Well, that tracks. Pride, an inflated sense of one's accomplishments. Yeah. Especially when you haven't accomplished anything and you're saying that you've earned something by existing. I'm just existing and being fat and I'm proud and I'm beautiful the way I am. And you have to change your language because that's mean. No, you have misplaced pride, which is the whole point. All right. It's probably lust too, because you wish you were desired. So like you can't have, no one wants you. So that's a component. Sloth. Laziness, lack of effort. Isn't it crazy how it's literally all 7 of them? Food has no moral value. Yeah, but you do. How are you living? Lack of effort, laziness, that tracks. Wrath, uncontrolled feelings of hatred and anger. Oh yeah. All these videos are angry at the patriarchy or the white man or, diet culture. Okay. Greed, the excessive desire for material things. I don't know if that's just literally limited to material things, but all right. So you can make an argument depending on the individual. Envy, jealousy towards another's happiness. It's not just happiness. Envy can be a lot of different things. Success, weight loss, women have in droves. People have this in general, but especially females. Why do you think these white liberal women, as they get older, they get really cranky and nasty? Because they're jealous. They're jealous of youth. They're jealous of younger women. They're just very angry. They're angry at women that can still reproduce. They're envious of their beauty. They're envious of, just their youth in general. And this can happen with men too, but overwhelmingly with females. And it reminds me of that story. Did you guys saw that thing in the, it was on X. I think it was it Australia or somewhere? You saw the video. It was going viral where this guy, this guy from Seattle or something, he threw like a rock at some fucking seal, which is fucked up. Like, why would you throw a rock? You saw that? He throws a rock into the ocean. I don't think he hits it, but it's like an endangered seal or something, or seal in general. Like, I mean, why would you throw a rock and essentially potentially kill it or harm it? It's like, okay, it's a stupid thing to do. It's very childish and ignorant and just dumb. It's just low IQ behavior. And then someone beat him up, and everyone in the comments, I see the comments. I see the comments like, oh my God, this is the worst thing. Like, yeah, I agree. It's stupid and shitty. But how many of these people that are all environmentalists, protect the seal, it's in danger in this, but they're all pro-abortion? You know, it's just anti-natalist. They don't give a fuck about human babies. But oh my God, a seal? Don't throw a rock at a seal. And I agree. I mean, I agree it was bad. I agree. Like, yeah, that's stupid. But then these same people will turn around and not even think twice about killing a baby or making sure that other people continue to do so and encourage it. So it's just the hypocrisy. And that could be another fucking deadly sin, is hypocrisy but it's envy. It's envy. What do you think about like an older woman who never had kids and is miserable and has a lot of hatred, right? Inflated sense of one's accomplishments, trying to lie to them because they have a degree and they have this and they're, boss bitch and this. They think they're something that they're not. And they're envious of their children, right? Why do you think a lot of these women are transing their kids or their daughters and stuff? It's like there's a deep-seated like envy of youth, whether it's their children or other people's children, right? These school teachers, a lot of them, most teachers in elementary school, middle school, high school, are women for obvious reasons. And just this kind of like deep-seated envy and self-hatred that's projected outwards, like, cool. Like, yeah, of course. I can see how someone who's envious and it's eaten them to their core would want to project that outwards and encourage people to do the same thing as them so they feel more secure and safe and protected in their own, poor decisions or their own regrets, and destroy someone else's life. So it's like a projection. How you treat other people and how you communicate is a huge component of how you feel about yourself. So if you feel good about yourself and you're doing things for the right reasons and you have a moral structure, like the same people that say, food's not immoral. Yeah, it's because you don't believe in anything. These are people that are either atheists or, they're completely secular. They don't have any belief in a higher power. They don't understand nature. They don't believe in anything. So of course they don't think things have a moral value, and everything, the goalposts can change and anything can manipulate as long as my feelings are protected, because it's navel gazing, narcissistic behavior. And they're envious of everyone else that has more than them. And they just like to stew and wallow in their own misery, and they project it onto everyone and everything. So like being skinny is not going to make you happier. Well, it's because you're fat and you don't want people to be happy because you look like shit. You feel like shit, and you don't want someone who's younger than you that looks better to do better than you, because it reflects poorly on how, if someone else can be healthier and not be morbidly obese, it reflects on your shitty choices. This is the same reason why your family members or friends or coworkers, it's envy. So again, we always talk about this. Keep that shit to yourself. How many of you, all right, we'll end on this rant. How many of you, once you found the Swole Fam, the elimination diet, exercise, the 7 pillars, you get excited. Hey, I can help people. Hey, this is so easy. You can figure out what foods work best for you. You can test these things. Most of that stuff is nonsense. You can get sun and you're not going to melt like the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, I can live my life in a different manner. And oh my God, I feel so much better. My skin conditions went away. I feel better. I'm like healthier and I sleep better. And you want to help people. And then it's always pushback because they're envious of you. Because the way it's perceived and the way it's internalized is you are explaining and showing them, and what you're doing is outside, right? It's like the tall poppy, like you're standing out, and it's perceived as, I'm better than you. I'm doing these things. You should do it too, because I'm better than you. That's how they take it, because that's what envy is. So those people, coworkers, colleagues, friends, family, or not friends, but family, and people that would push back on those habitual changes that are improving for you, it's perceived as you think you're better than them. So they kind of want to like undermine you or snide comments or this, that, and the other. And they're more resistant to even doing it. So if you want to make these changes, cool. That's why I say lead by example. It's like, don't tell people shit. Don't tell people shit. Do it yourself. Do it yourself remove yourself from those situations, bring your own food, do the stuff, but just keep it low key and just don't proselytize, don't tell people, don't go be the elimination diet, check out the 7 pillars. And I know, I appreciate you guys sharing the show and all this kind of stuff. It's great for people that are receptive to it, but most people are not going to be. Most people are not going to be. So they don't want to do better. And they take it personally that you're doing better. And it reflects on them. They know they're not doing better. And the way they internalize it is you think you're better than them, which is why, no, I don't want to eat that. I just want to eat grass-fed beef. Oh, my beef isn't good enough. You think you're better than me? That's like what's going on inside their head. You're like, no, it just tastes better and I don't feel like shit afterwards and I want to do better for myself. So that's it. Just do it. Stay quiet. You don't have to explain yourself. If someone like asks you a question, I'm not saying like, I'm not saying anything. No more words. I'm just saying it's like, keep your head down, do your shit and let your actions speak for themselves. And just remove yourself from negative people. Thanks for being here. Join us, SummerSwole.com. Join the greatest fan in the realm. What a fucking rip today. Thanks for being here. And I'll be back tomorrow. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy. Papa Swole. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. Yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah. Whoa. My shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element. No ollies. You children popping.